Good morning. It is day 49 on the trail. We spent the day in Marion yesterday to resupply and get some hygiene stuff taken care of and get some laundry done and straighten up my pack a little bit. But we're out today. We're just going to a campsite about 14 miles away and that, but we'll see how it goes. If there's any sites, I'll do what I can to post them and that, but till then, like I said, it's day 49. It's April 23rd, I believe. Yeah, April 23rd, and it's about 32 degrees currently, and there's a freeze warning for tonight. So let's get today out of the way and see what's coming. Well, right now we're stuck here with some Forest Service people because they're holding us because of the control burn that they started yesterday. They want to finish today, but the middle ranger over there is going to lead us around and up over the hill. Say, as soon as a guard gets here to keep other people from going up over while they're doing a prescribed burn. They're trying to wait for a helicopter to come in because that's how they're dropping in the fire to start the burn, by dropping fire in from a helicopter. Sounds kind of cool. But we had to get through it first, so we're waiting for the guard. They said a half hour. We've been here about 25 minutes, so hopefully they get here soon. These are the two head honchos around here with the guy in the center, so we'll have to see what's going on. Who knows? Just came to some high power lines. I mean, if you look over here, got some nice houses, open fields, stuff like that. Over there is a nice open field. I just haven't gotten out far enough from the trees to take a look. Stuff just power lines, but I don't know if you can hear it. Hear that buzzing? It's the freaking power lines. Getting ready to walk underneath these things. I'm gonna become a lightning bolt rod, I guess. I don't know. A few more miles to wherever we're going. Campsite later. I am gonna stop here though. Right here is a old 1800, if I remember right, schoolhouse, single classroom. I'll walk in there, but this is one of the oldest known schools, I believe they said, on the Appalachian Trail or in the country still. It's just a single room called Lindemond School. It was built in 1894. So we'll walk up here in it and stuff. It's been maintained pretty well. Nobody. So let's go in. There's the old outhouse that seems to be associated with it. How you doing? What's up? Wood burning stove, the old slate chalkboards, the old school benches. This is kind of cool. I like this. People are really maintained. There's an old Bible from back then. Nice. Oh, look at what I stumbled across coming across the AT. There's a train. Ain't that amazing? What's kind of else is kind of cool. If I can keep my camera on it. Up on the top of the ridge in the house, behind the trees, they got an AT sign on the building. It's kind of cool. There's a train shooting by. Who would have known? Just stopped and got some supper at a Mexican place at a gas station. So that'd be fine. Right now we're on the highway walking to get to the AT where we need to be. Kind of cool. As you can see, there goes the sheriff. We're on 81, close to 81 South, near Davis Valley Winery. But we're about a mile and a half or so from our camping site, so we'll have to see where we're going later. We invaded some personal space. We're walking through this pasture and we upset the cows. They're all moving away, which might be a good thing, I guess. But I think the campsite's on the other side of this pasture. So let's keep chugging and hope these cows don't change their mind. I don't know if you can see over there, the clouds over there. Forest Service is doing a controlled burn. Covering up that whole mountainside. Damn, how about I get it down? Yeah. Burning it all up, getting all that underbrush gone, hopefully. Okay, a couple of weeks ago I had a new tent ordered that I wasn't liking my other one. So this is the first time I've actually set it up, well, to use out in the bush. But this is what it looks like. It still has as much room in it as the other one. Boarding. This is my new tent, as I was saying. But this is the inside. It's as big as the other one. Stuff's got a vestibule in it, bathtub, and stuff. But it's the first time I'm using it since I got it a couple weeks ago. So we'll see how it works. Seems a little loose on that side, so I'm going to have to tighten it up a little bit more. So let's see what we got going. But this is where I'm sleeping tonight, in my tent. Got some clothes hanging up from sweat. I'm kind of blocked by trees too from some of the wind, hopefully. So here we go. Okay, new morning, but we've been on the trail for a couple miles now, but it is day 51, I believe, April 22nd, and we just hit another milestone. And of course it's sprinkling, but here's the milestone. Doo doo doo. Yeah. And we get to go uphill, of course. Sorry about that little tidbit. I mean, knew it was coming up, but got a little excited when I saw it. But the weather is rainy again. Can't meet a milestone without rain, fog, something. Lately it seems like. But I wasn't going to miss that, so I've been really cautious this morning and walking really slow. Not to. But today is day 51, April 24th and stuff. We have a 13-mile hike to do today to our next stop. Camped at a stealth site last night that was really nice. But we are going to continue going. We are a quarter mile through, and sad to say, day 51, I'm only a quarter of the way through. That puts me 20 days past when I want to finish. So we either need to pick up the pace a lot more, or I'll have to make other decisions. But till those have to be made, it's been a good day so far, except for the rain. Adios. Well, just made up our second daunting hill of the day, but it's still 6 miles away from our target. But for the next 2-3 miles, I'm going to be going downhill, which should be nice for my knees. But just passed I just got blown by a recently retired E9 Marine and stuff after 24 years and stuff. He's trying to do a minimum of 20 miles a day and finish in 110 days. And that, told him, go for it. But starting my downhill down and that. So let's see what else today brings. It's still cloudy, chilly, and no views, just uphills and downhills, nothing. Okay, let's go. Not 100% sure where I'm at, but this is the view I'm seeing right now as I'm coming down the trail. Looks really nice. Clouds over the mountains still. Yeah, it still looks like it wants to rain around here. With the lush greens out there, make it look amazing. I have to figure out where I'm at. Looks great. Now, let's continue on. Since some of the AT falls on private property, some of it's still fenced off for cattle and other people's personal protection of their property. And then we get to cross over one of these little turnstile type things. Climb over the fence that you see there. Top of it's protected by barbed wire. So we have to kind of protect the personal property of the farm owners that are letting us use it. But I'm still headed to my destination. I'm still 3 miles away, the way it looks. Some old farm buildings from this little river and this farmer's land. It's kind of impressive. But let's go for the rest of the 3 miles. Well, unless plans change, I made it to Knott Mall Shelter for the day. This is where we were looking to stop. So, but it's not a big shelter. Oh, it's a little older shelter. It'll probably hold 8. It's just not as wide as some of the other ones, but there's tent sites a couple of 100 yards up the path by here. There might be a couple. Got my raincoat already hanging to dry out, but it's not too bad. It's got a fire pit if we want to start a fire, picnic table to eat at. I mean, not much for views, as you can see. Still some heavy dark rain clouds hanging around. Like I said, there might be a couple laying around, but other than that, my day hasn't been too bad, and that we're just trying to figure out what we're doing and master the time. We're trying to get from spot to spot in a timely manner. I mentioned earlier that we're on day 51 and we just hit the quarter-way mark, which is 549 miles is a quarter-way mark. I guess that's kind of misleading because I have taken, I believe it's 4 or 5 zeros because of weather. So if you look at it that way, it's only 45 days that we've been hiking and we're at the quarter-way mark. So if I'm doing 5 zeros every 500 miles, that would be plenty, because that would be 20 zeros and stuff, and that would get me done by the end of August, which is what I really want to do. Talking to an ATC conservator that was walking the other day, it doesn't matter if I do the whole 2,198 miles. They only count 2,000 of it. So that doesn't bother me now, because I don't need to worry about going back to the Newfound Gap and finishing the 20 miles I missed there because of my hamstring. But I don't know what else that means. So, but like I said, I'm at the shelter for the day. I think we're going to stay here for the night. That'll be it for the day. So I'll be closing this out today. If we do start up and go someplace else, when Pilgrim shows up here, I'll videotape that and I'll update more later. Yeah.
Can you get down that side?
Yeah. Well, we're at Lick Creek. This is why we are going to have to water forge here in a minute. But that's not where we're going to cross. It should be a place over here. It looks like it's a little shallower. You down there?
Yeah, I'm going to sit right here.
Yeah, trying to strip off my socks and shoes and put my other shoes on. Okay, we did our creek crossing and that. So now we're doing the second portion of this 10 miles. Let's get up to Chestnut Knob Shelter. And that's a 2,300 foot ascent up a mountain, which should be kind of fun. They're figuring it's only 4 miles to the shelter, but I think it's going to take us 2.5 hours, 3 hours to get there because of the elevation gain that we're going to have to do. But when you get there, it's kind of a unique shelter. I'll get some video of it, get some pictures, and we'll go from there. Look at here, I came across the village with little gnomes. Ain't that special? Look at there. Out here in the wilderness along the AT. Ain't that special? Got the little house set up. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Well, still on the path to get to Chestnut Knob Shelter, but the last mile or so it's been in like this grassy area, and the way it looks, our last mile and last 200 feet in elevation gain are also going to be in this grassy area. So it's not too bad. Got a pretty decent view so far. At least it's a nice sunny day. It's not horrible to be climbing 2,300 feet to start the day. But headed up that hill, over that hill should be my final goal. But we'll see what we got when we get there. See the guy I was with?
Yeah, he's back there. I don't remember how long ago. It was before I got into the thing.
Got it. As long as he's coming.
Oh yeah, he's making progress.
He said he was going to do it slow.
Fair enough. Get there.
Yep. Okay, getting ready to hit my 4,400 feet for the day. But this here, it's a chestnut knot shelter. It used to be an old hunter's cabin, and that. And now they turned it into kind of like a hiker shelter, and that. But it's all made out of stone and stuff. I'll lose it. But let me do this quick. Come over to this picnic table. Look at this. Oh my God's sake. I've been complaining about no views when you come up high elevations because the weather's been horrible for me. Oh my God. Look at down there. Beautiful valley. Sorry, breathing heavy. Just got up to 4,400 feet. Looks amazing down there. Okay, I'll show you inside in a second. But this is what the inside of that looks like. Hikers have modified it to help keep bugs or bags hung away from mice. But got a little platform here for a couple, bunk up there for another one, another platform, all that. Look it up there, little mices are all in here. Some of the stuff that it's a weather shelter if something goes bad, but kind of nice. Do a little bit more video on this. If you take a look how the ridge is set up, I don't know if you can really tell. Kind of looks like it's caved in. Evidently, this valley was generated from a sinkhole that fell in and stuff. That's kind of cool. But evidently it was created by a sinkhole. Okay, I'm going to stand still for a second because this trail's turned to crap, in my opinion. But we made it to our initial destination, but we decided since it was only 11:30 to continue for another 11 miles, making a 21-mile day. And I'm 6 miles into that. I'm shitting exhausted and that, but we are continuing for the day. It become my longest day. It'll be 21 point something. I'll figure it out at the end. There is no water resupplies between now and the next shelter, and that which is 6 miles away. So trying to conserve water, but I'm getting thirsty and I'm getting tired of this trail. Well, later. Let's just finish this off for the day. We did make it to Jenkins Shelter, which turned out to be a 21.4 mile day, making it my longest day so far. We're hoping to manage this a little bit to make some time for something else in the plans, but it wasn't a bad day. My feet do hurt and stuff. My knees aren't as bad because it wasn't as rocky. But tomorrow, one of our first stops is only like 12 miles away, and then we're trying to get to a shelter called Jenny Lind Shelter, I believe. I think it's like 18 miles, or as close to as possible. But until then, I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to go to sleep now. Just finished eating. So hopefully I can sleep well and we'll have energy for tomorrow. But night all. Now, before it gets too crazy on this trail, headed to our next spot, the Jenny Knob Shelter, which probably won't be achieved because it's 24 miles away. And that we can get to maybe the 18-mile marker, we'll be good to go. But today is day 53, April 26th, and it's a Friday. Right now it's a little chilly, clouds are out as usual, and my feet are a little sore from yesterday's 20-mile hike, which was a new best for me, 21-mile hike, which was a new best for me, and that. So let's see how today's goes. Evidently around 11-mile mark, there's supposed to be a nice burger spot. I think we're going to stop and see about getting a burger and maybe take a sandwich to camp with us tonight. Who knows? But before I fall over and do something silly, I'm going to put the camera up and march on. Hopefully we're at this place by lunchtime. We do have a couple 800-foot elevation gains and losses before we get there. So, chop chop. Finished the first 4 miles of my hike. This is what I'm coming across. This nice footbridge, and that is crossing over this little creek. Series of little waterfalls. They're nice. But still gotta go across, then go up. Been hiking now for about 9 miles, and this is probably the best view I've seen. I think there may have been a fire here sometimes recently. A lot of the trees are burnt and broke off. But the view is amazing. Well, I'm about a mile from my current destination. Evidently, just got a message. There's a little restaurant up here that Pilgrim wants to stop at. Maybe grab a burger. I'm about a mile from it. I'm not 100% sure where Pilgrim's at, but he's back there somewhere. But this is the view I'm looking at currently as I'm walking down this gravel road. Let me keep walking a little bit. Here, we'll see. Let's see what we got right up here. Get a different view once I get up around this corner up here. But this is something amazing. Sitting by power lines again. Getting into the curve and that. Hear my feet dragging. I'm getting tired. Get past the pole here. Pretty nice. Nice day. Well, someday I'll get my act together. We're not going to make it to where we thought we were going to. We're trying to race everybody to what few tent sites there are. But in the meantime, I passed the 600 mile mark. Yee-hee! I did try to get some pictures, not very good, but of course I forgot to video it, as always. But I won't say as always, because the last few times you just walked past it and I just told you about it. This time I got a picture but no video. But I'm a half mile from where I need to be, and then I'll figure out what we're going to do then. But 600 miles down, 1,600 to go. You look at it on the bright side. Okie dokie. Later. Well, another change in plans. We're both low on water, and there's no water until the next shelter. The next shelter's 3 miles away. It's currently 4 o'clock. 4:30. Nope, going on 5. Sorry. 3 miles should only take us an hour and a half with any luck. As long as the train don't become shitty. But that's where we're headed. And it'll definitely be the longest day on my trail, because it'll be close to 23 and a half or 24 miles, something like that, after doing a 21 mile yesterday. So let's get this out of the way, get to a shelter, pitch a tent if we have to, get some food in our bellies, and get up in the morning, head in for a resupply. Later. Okay, this should be the last entry for the day. Plans have changed a couple times today. But it turns out that we ended up at Jenny Knob Shelter, which was 23.3 miles today, which makes this my longest day, and yesterday's just history. Yesterday was 21 point something, today was 23.3. So we are at the shelter, or at least I'm at the shelter, waiting for my partner to get here, Pilgrim, and that we're gonna camp in the shelter tonight. We're not even gonna set up. We brought a sandwich from, the little outfitter that we stopped at for a little bit, and had a soda, and I had some fries. Tasted them twice on the way here, so I don't know. We'll see how this continues to work. But 23.3 miles. Pretty proud of myself. I'll be happy. The weather was comfortable, and the trail was even more comfortable. So, like I said, plans change. We're at Jenny Knob Shelter now, and that's 23.3 miles. So, till tomorrow morning, adios. Good morning. It's Saturday, April 27th, and this is the start of day 53. Very short day, only 6.5 miles to get picked up and going to someplace called the Weary Feet Hostel. It's gonna be a small rest day, small resupply day, and laundry and shower day. After the last 2 days, of which yesterday, if I didn't mention, 23.3 miles, which is our best day so far. So, but today is starting off a little chilly, but it'll be warmed up here in about a mile. And it's threatening rain, but the radar doesn't show any rain on it. But we'll see what we're doing. Until later, let's have a good day. Well, this should be a little interesting. I've never been on a suspension bridge before. So let's take a walk across it. Let's take a look. There it is, right in front of me. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Doesn't seem like it'd be that bad. Go up, up, up. Already feels weird. All the cables, here we go. Going over this little, yeah, going over this little creek here. So, see this. Oh yeah, this is definitely different. Oh my God. Get to the middle, take a picture quick. Boy, it bounces like no tomorrow. Sorry, but I'm going to stop videoing right this second. And that, take a picture. Well, made it to our pickup spot for the day. It's 6.5 miles in. Excuse me, got a spider web on my face. Waiting for Pilgrim to get here. Our ride should be here in about 15 minutes. And then we'll do a small resupply, get some laundry done, get all my stuff recharged. My watch, my battery, stuff like that. So there probably won't be much more filming today. It wasn't a bad walk. It was rockier than yesterday, so my feet are a little sore already. We only did a third of what we did yesterday. So, but I will try to get everything edited tonight for these last 4 or 5 days, get it posted online. You guys will already know, but we'll see what happens. Everybody have a good Saturday. Missing y'all. Bye.